So it's been 141 days, but here we are, back to the NBA. Here's what you need to know. First up, Jazz Pelicans at 6:30 Eastern. New Orleans enters the restart 3.5 games back of the Grizzlies for the final seed in the West. Zion Williamson, a game-time decision. Then the Lakers and Clippers will meet in the nightcap at 9 Eastern. Battle of the West, top two teams. LeBron James will lead the way for the purple and gold. AD was poked in the eye back on Saturday, but plans to play. With that, we welcome in our senior NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski, from inside the NBA bubble. Woj, we mentioned Anthony Davis suffering the eye injury during Saturday's game against Orlando. What's his status for tonight's game against the Clippers?
Tony, Anthony Davis expects that he's going to play against the Clippers tonight. You know, he was able to be on the court with his teammates yesterday, and this really for the Clippers and the Lakers, the last opportunity they're going to get to meet, presumably before the Western Conference Finals, if they both advance. And these are two teams, two organizations who have been going head-to-head back in free agency, at trade deadlines, on the court, and now perhaps a final 48 minutes before they ultimately get to the cusp of the Western Conference Finals. And, you know, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, of course, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, you will have that star power all on the court together. Yeah,
it's going to be a must-see game now. Also, all eyes on Zion Williamson. He was away from the team for 12 days, tending a family medical emergency. Woj, what's the likelihood that he'll be in the Pelicans starting lineup tonight against the Jazz?
And Tony, I've been told that there haven't been any setbacks physically with Zion over the last couple days of practice. He participated in shoot-around this morning. I know after practice yesterday he played some one-on-one with Brandon Ingram, but it is still a game-time decision. I'm told that Zion, the Pelicans, the medical staff, front office, coaching staff, they're still discussing it, and they'll make a decision closer to the tip against the Jazz tonight.
Yeah, the Pelicans may handle him with care by sitting him or restricting his minutes, but reality is they are in a spot where they are going to need their biggest star to make that final push into the playoffs. Again, the Pelicans Jazz tip off tonight, 6:30. That is Woj with the very latest.
To Orlando we go. More specifically, to the NBA bubble we go. Malika Andrews is there with more. Malika, there is basketball to be played tonight, and there's a big question for these Pelicans. Head coach Alvin Gentry saying Zion Williamson will be a game-time decision. You were just at the Pelicans shoot-around this morning. How did Zion look?
He looked like same old Zion. He said yesterday that he's a hooper. He's ready to play as many minutes as he possibly can as long as the medical staff clears him. Today, the Pelicans shot around for about 45 minutes. Zion was out there for the entire time. By the time we got into the arena, he was just doing some easy shooting, some layups, joking around, but he seemed to be in a good mood. Like you said, Alvin Gentry says this is officially a game-time decision. But as I've been watching them run through and talk about the introductions, Zion Williamson, number one, they are running it through as if he's going to play.
That is some good insight there, Malika. What can you tell us about the discussions between these two teams now, the Pelicans and the Jazz, regarding social justice demonstrations for their game tonight?
Yeah, Randy, it was very important talking to sources within the Pelicans and the Jazz that whatever they did, they wanted to do it together as a unified front. So what the plan is as of right now is players and coaches are planning to kneel when the national anthem is played around the Black Lives Matter signage that is on the court. They decided this after Drew Holiday and Donovan Mitchell had a conversation and brought it back to their team saying, hey, we are in this together and we want to present a unified front.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.